On this episode of the Sugar-Free Shawn Show, Shawn sits down with diabetes educator Whitney Gowanlock to talk about the numerous advantages of incorporating diabetes education on your journey of living well with diabetes.
Since I was diagnosed with living with type 1 diabetes in 1997, the role of diabetes educators in my journey of living well with diabetes has been tremendous. It simply does not translate into words how grateful I am. So this last episode of season 1, what better place to go than up to Aurelia and be surrounded by amazing diabetes educators.
So we service about 200 families, and we do lots of neat things with our families. We try to do things that get them out of a clinic setting and trying to get them with their peers, putting our families so parents can network and kids can network. So one of our projects that we're doing right now is a girls group. Angela Bishop is our social worker, and she's kind of spearheading that program along with Kim Babcock, the dietitian, and myself. And so we have a small group of girls that we take out once a month to do different activities with. So there's always usually a component of education, although we kind of sneak that in on the sly. Always a component of nutrition, so we're either doing meals or snacks, and then some kind of fun activities. We would like to get a boys group going too. And that will come. We do a group camp, so lots of times for the past 10 years or so, we've been taking a group of children camping for a weekend, which is an awesome activity and an awesome experience because lots of kids sometimes don't get the opportunity to go to camp because diabetes for the camp is sometimes a scary thing. The Diabetes Center had just opened up in about 1993, and the then manager of the center, I guess, overheard me speaking with some patients of mine and told me about a job opening that was happening, and so I applied for it and I got that job, and I've never looked back. You know, I do have a very large family history of diabetes, and I love to educate. I love to be with people, help facilitate learning. So that's basically how I got into it. I had the opportunity to start in the adult program, and then when the pediatric program opened, I moved into that role and have been doing that ever since. For me, it's personal growth and understanding you know, where a person is and helping them to move forward and helping them to grow and never giving up. I think that's the message that is most important for me to give to my patients, that if it doesn't work the first time, that's okay, or if it doesn't work the second time, that's okay. We just have to keep trying until we get it right. I had no idea. You know, I always joked with Kim because Kim has an awesome sense of humor, and I always, you know, joked with her, I'm going to win it this year, but would never do anything about it. And she took it upon herself and started that process. And CDA, I think, had actually talked about flying one of my families out there to be there to present me with the award. And so it was fantastic, the most amazing honor, because so many educators before me and after me have been acknowledged for the awesome job that they do. My message is that diabetes is difficult, diabetes is hard, and the general public, I don't think, has an understanding of how difficult it is for a 7-year-old or a 9-year-old or a 15-year-old living with type 1 diabetes, or a young adult, what they go through each and every day. So I always say to the kids, numbers don't matter, just take one day at a time, live that day to the fullest, and tomorrow is a new day to start all over again. There's too many negative things and too many failures and too many down things in our life, and so I really try to be positive with the kids and move them forward and help them to see that they have that potential in them. No matter what they want to do, they can do it, and they will do it, and they'll do it well.
Similar to the famous quote by Maya Angelou, "When you know better, you do better," that also applies to the role of diabetes educators in our journey of living well with diabetes. I am so grateful for the never-ending support that I get at diabetes education centers across the country and the valuable work that you do every single day. It is only fitting that I end season 1 of the show with a profile of diabetes educators. I'm so grateful for Whitney and her team in Aurelia for helping us out and making the last episode a real tribute to diabetes educators. I had a great time with season 1 of the Sugar-Free Shawn Show, and I hope that you join me for season 2 when we bring you more stories of hope and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.